My equipment is in your trusted hands. I'm kidding.
Patricia Goodwin, Marblehead poet, will read from her 2 books of poetry, Atlantis and Java Love. Actually, I think Angela and I inspired one of your poems, didn't we? Java Love.
Yeah, you're in there. I wasn't going to read that tonight.
You don't have to read it tonight. You read whatever you want. You said maybe you might read the Groovy Dead.
Everybody back there, though.
Yeah, she has to update it with Anne Nicole.
Yeah, true.
And her novel, Holy Days. Atlantis, published in 2006 by Plum Press, and Marblehead is a clarion call for a world that has fallen asleep without realizing it. The readings from Atlantis, I love Atlantis, can be said to shock the rafters, as John Boehner put it. Atlantis is a legend, we are told, a legend of a fabulous civilization, all-knowing and wise, that grew corrupted by immense power, whereupon its leaders, through civil strife and the gods' wrath, destroyed their civilization. Atlantis, the legend haunts the United States, as Patricia calls the national bluff. We Americans are truly Atlantean. But today we listen, or are we, like our Atlantean ancestors, doomed? That's a quote by me. Wow. Patricia's poetry forces us to look. I love this. This is actually the best one. This is from Lee. Patricia's poetry forces us to look at society's demise in our individual circles and globally. Lee Friedman. Java Love, published in 1997, is a series of poems about people who come into a Marblehead coffee house through the heart of one woman in the corner. Her longing and fancy embellish real life as only truth can. In this way, the comings and goings of a people will become a real-life play, undirected and spontaneous, sparking the clarity of a poet in pursuit of her vision. Here it can be said that she, quote, "She has captivated many minds with poems of social commentary, taking you on a journey that exposes you to the reality of life," and that comes from Walnut, the lyrical genie. She has performed at the Cornerstone Bookstore in Salem, Java Joe's in Milton, Barnes & Noble in Peabody, Borders Books in Peabody, and this is a return engagement for Patricia to King Hoover Cafe. Patricia Goodwin.
Thank you. I asked Dan if Kennedy and Nixon had debated, because I have this memory from childhood. I'm going to read from my book, Holy Days, which is about growing up in Revere, and everything was so crazy there. I remember my mother, during the debate, she put her ass up against Nixon's face and said, "Kiss my ass." And then she turned around and gave Kennedy a big smack on the cheek. So I said, "I guess I know who's going to win this election." And that really is a lot like my childhood. Things are wild. Okay, this is I'm going to read some poems from Java Love. This one's called Pompeii. I'm an macrobiotic, and one of the theories of macrobiotics is that if you eat from the same cook, it's like being a member of a family, eating from the mother, the same recipes through time. This one is called Pompeii, and it's about the coffee shop. My people come from Pompeii. This morning I am drinking them. Dark brown color with a light coat of oil. We all sip from the same volcano, the same core steaming in our fists, a sensation of relative weight and thickness in the mouth, curling over laughing lips, and poisonous mercury to which we are all immune. Hurrah! Leaves a common quicksilver stain, telling mirrored tales of the hurricane we invited for coffee, about the corners of our mouth, cocoa, musky, aromatic, saucy, terse caramelization. Am I the only one who knows how dangerous this practice, Guatemala, San Miguel, of drinking from the same well, Kenya, Jamaica, blue, eating and drinking, Papua New Guinea, the same flesh and blood, Ethiopia, Yirgacheffe, of the same mother and father, Formosa, Oolong, how we will become them, acidity, viscosity, a song, Ceylon, and one another, Sumatra, Mandarin, how we will love, Yemen, Mocha, Matari, in spite of ourselves, Celebes, Vienna, deeper than memory, Taratsu, Zimbabwe, confusing the infinite, Kona, Karasi, so that the stars float helplessly in our cups. This one is called the DA. He really was. He lives at the bottom of the volcano. He works at the top. He's tried to stop the sacrifices thrown ceremonially in, thrown out into the molten river that can destroy whole villages and alter the shape of the land. A car is like a woman's body for a refugee living out of a briefcase, where there can be music, closure, and sense. He rides airtight this cup of kindness along the lava into government. There was a roasting machine in Java Sun for a while, and this is about the time that I wrote Java Love. I started to feel a poem from each person who was coming in, and oh no, I said no, not that many poems. There's about 50 poems in here, I think, and they really did turn out that way. This one is called Your Eyes. Your eyes hurt deep inside me where they look. I take off my skin for you. No, not for you. In order to breathe. You understand. I follow you invisibly to pulsating, frantic worlds and long, silent walks in the dark. Another woman softens your piercing eyes and kisses your cheek. I think, what can I give him? I think I'll give him beauty being born on a tiny slip of paper. I think, what can I give him? That idea about the sunken tenement being a poem. I think, I know, the golden fox who sprang up the driveway, paused in the meadow, and held me by his eyes. And if I see a red, red rose glowing in the twilight, I think of Romeo and Juliet lying dead in Sarajevo, how in the foreground forever grows a red, red rose. This, among facts, I want to put into the vast encyclopedia of your eyes.